first alert forecast. We're using that humidity to limit cooling, to create fog, to make for a, well, stuffy start to the day. And yet again, a steamy afternoon that creates spotty storms. Really not much change from the past couple of days. It's still in the 90s. It still feels hotter. And we're still popping up a few storms. So we've got a couple of storms bubbling up in the mountains, Tennessee, Kentucky line, and on the plateau in your afternoon. Our terrain change helps with that. Actually, some folks in the valley asking why they haven't been seeing as many of the pop-ups. It's because of the terrain change that literally helps to create some rain and storms using the heat and the humidity and a little wind, some passing clouds. And then late afternoon to evening is when it has a better shot at coming down. Notice around 6 o'clock, a couple storms slide off the plateau along the edge of the valley, coming down into the foothills, far northeast Tennessee, coming down in more of the south to central valley, 7 to 8 p.m. So we're still stirring up a few storms to end the day, parts of our area getting that lawn and garden watered. They'll fizzle out as we lose that heat, start the night, switch gears back over into fog development again tomorrow morning. We are stuck in this pattern for a little longer. We'll start to feel and see some changes this weekend as a front gets closer. So right now we're just popping up our own rain and storms, nothing organized really moving in. That's why you can get some big differences of 0 to a ½ inch to even an inch plus. They're usually very slow moving when they develop. So you can see where a couple of those want to pool up in parts of the valley, parts of the plateau, and we add up all the rain on into the early overnight hours. So your planner for today, like I said, steamy. Still feels like it's near 100. The threshold for a heat advisory is 105. We've been at least close to that the past couple of days. Today, I think we'll stick with sticky conditions around 99 for it feels like. So we'll go from 71 to start, 86 at noon, high today 92, right around 81 with those couple of storms this evening. So, and that feels like forecast where you live, knowing you do get a couple of storms to bubble up outlining the valley. That does make a difference too in how hot it feels for you. So I do think it'll feel like 99 Knoxville to 100 Lenore City, 98 Madisonville. First alert feels like forecast where you live, and 92 Crossville and 95 Jamestown. So as a storm pops up, it cools you down. 97 Deer Lodge, feeling like 98 La Follette and Williamsburg. Easily feeling like 95 in Rutledge to 97 in Mohawk. So stay hydrated. Absolutely. It is still very steamy. Actually, Saturday's still pretty similar. All right, it's near 90. It's fog, it's clouds, it's pop up rain and storms late morning to midday. First couple develop. Afternoon, spotty rain and storms develop, trying to kick down a couple into the valley, especially late afternoon to evening. See them kind of fuse down into the lower elevations. So we'll stick with some isolated rain and storms that have to develop across our area as clouds pass through. Like I said, it's near 90. We'll be around 69 degrees in the morning, 80 at noon. High tomorrow will be 89. Actually, normal heat here in terms of being in the upper 80s, so low 90s isn't far off. It just feels like it'll be warming into the mid 90s for your Saturday. So if you want to get outside, the comparison here for your Sunday, I always like to map out your whole weekend for you, is spotty rain and storms start developing just a little bit faster. We'll already see a couple stirring around more so midday, so we'll get a few storms to develop Sunday afternoon. I think a few more can develop into the evening, and then that'll fizzle back out. Monday will be more of a scattered coverage in rain and storms because the front's on the way for Tuesday. So that starts to get at least a little bit more organized in scattered rain and storms coming through Monday at times on and off. Tuesday as the front comes through, that cools us down. But notice we hop right back up, upper 80s to 90. I do expect yet another heat wave on into the following weekend beyond your first alert 8-day planner.